Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who always give hope, blessing and salvation for all of us, so that we can hear without trouble at all. Secondly, may salawat and salam for our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who always give goodness in the world. The Honorable, all the judges of speech contest English competition. My name is Naifa Shilal Anwar from SMP Tebunaya Padang Silingpang. Now, I'm going to tell you about my speech, the title, The Youth Spirit to Recover Together, Recover Strong. Ladies and gentlemen, the strength of a nation is in the hands of its youth, because they will show the face of honor of a nation in various contexts of life in the future. If the youth in the country experience moral and character damage, then, in fact, the nation is not doing well. Because youth are the nation's generation that must be formed with all forms of educations, starting from mental educations to political educations. While the education designed and implemented by the state do not pay attention to the future of its youth, are only concerned with personal and group interests. As previously mentioned, youth are the next generation of Indonesia. Then, in fact, the younger generation is also have an important component and needs to be involved in the development of Indonesian nation, both nationally and regionally. Why? This is related to the basis of the younger generation, who have a strong physique, a lot of new knowledge, innovative, and also have a high level of creativity. This condition makes the power of the youth is important in the process of developing Indonesia. Without the younger generation, a nation will easily lose its identity as a nation. Therefore, the spirit of youth as the next generation is very important. Ladies and gentlemen, why is the spirit of youth so important to a country? Let's see the strength of youth. First, agent of modernizations. What is mean by agent of modernizations? This means that Indonesian youth must have the ability to analyze the changing times, which will certainly have a big influence for Indonesian nation. So they can choose which one will need to be changed and which one should be maintained. For example, technological advance in various fields, through youth activities, our nation can adapt to increasingly advanced technological changes, so that we are not left behind from the other nations. However, with the development of advanced and modern technology, it has a big impact on our country. One of them is that foreign groups can enter more easily. So, this is a challenge for Indonesian youth to be able to maintain our national identity. Second, building in education. Education is the foundation of the various roles that mentioned before. Without a strong education, the youth will feel difficulties in carrying out their role as the next generation of the nation. Therefore, education is important for the youth of Indonesia. Some of the roles of youth in developing education in Indonesia can also be seen from the number of educators who are still relatively young and have the enthusiasm to provide quality educators for the next generation. In addition, many youth activities aim to improve the quality of education, especially in remote areas in various areas of Indonesia. This condition also includes in the efforts of the spirit Indonesian youth as the next generation of the nation in their efforts to build a better education than in previous times. Third, have a high fight spirit. The spirit of youth as a generation of the nation can be seen from the high spirit of struggle in the younger generation, but now and in the past. What can we do as a generation to make Indonesia better? Actually, as the young generation, there are many things that we can do to contribute to the progress of Indonesia, such as try our best to achieve achievements that can make the Indonesian nation proud, eliminate the habit of giving up easily, maintain the unity and integrity of the Indonesian nation, and so on. And the most importantly, the spirit of youth in achieving national development goals, such as by conveying new development ideas, or participating in the development of Indonesian nation in various sectors. Although sometimes, youth often experience failure, but we need to remember again that we should not give up easily just because we failed once. Why? Because failure is the beginning of the struggle for success. And don't forget that spirit can also be achieved by continuing to apply the mean of the youth of, and also the mean of Indonesian independence. From some of these descriptions, it can be concluded that it is true if the youth is the key of development and change, which occurs in the Indonesian nation, with the significant role of youth. It can be a step for Indonesian nation to become more advanced and developed in the future. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.